Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking, and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Highlights from Indian and global history, along with Tithi, Nakshatra, major global events, and notable birth and death anniversaries of 29th July 2026, Wednesday. Bengali date 12 শ্রাবণ 1433 Sri Madan Gupta Ponjika. Today's Tithi is Purnima and up to 1940 hours and after that Krishna Pratipad. Today's Nakshatra is Uttarashara Nakshatra and up to 1618 hours and after that Shravana Nakshatra. Today is 210th day of the year. There are then 155 days left in 2026. Today is 30th Wednesday of 2026. Today is Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima is a sacred Hindu, Buddhist and Jain festival celebrated on the full moon day Purnima in the month of Asar, June-July, dedicated to honoring and expressing gratitude to spiritual and academic teachers or gurus. It commemorates the birth of Vyas, the legendary sage who compiled the Vedas and authored the Mahabharata. On this day, disciples pay homage to their gurus through prayers, rituals, and offerings, acknowledging their role in dispelling ignorance and guiding them toward wisdom and enlightenment. The occasion symbolizes the deep bond between teacher and student and the timeless importance of learning and inner growth. Today is International Tiger Day. International Tiger Day, also known as Global Tiger Day, is observed every year on 29th July to raise awareness about tiger conservation and the urgent need to protect their natural habitats. Established in 2010 at the St. Petersburg Tiger Summit, this day marks the commitment of governments and organizations to double the tiger populations by 2022 under the TX2 initiative. Tigers, once abundant across Asia, now face severe threats due to poaching, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict. On this day, wildlife groups, governments, and conservationists organize campaigns, educational events, and fundraisers to emphasize the importance of saving this majestic yet endangered species and preserving biodiversity for future generations. Today is National Lipstick Day. National Lipstick Day is celebrated annually on 29th July to honor one of the most iconic and empowering cosmetic products in the beauty industry, lipstick. This day recognizes the role lipstick has played in fashion, self-expression, and confidence across generations and cultures. It is also a celebration of personal style, beauty trends, and individuality. On this occasion, many cosmetic brands offer special discounts, free giveaways, and promotions, encouraging people to try new shades and celebrate their unique look. National Lipstick Day is not just about makeup, it's about embracing boldness, creativity, and the freedom to express oneself unapologetically. Today is Rain Day. Rain Day is celebrated every year on July 29th as a quirky and joyful observance dedicated to the beauty, charm, and soothing power of rain. Originating from Oinesburg, Pennsylvania, the tradition began in the 1800s when a local farmer noticed it often rained on this date, spurring a fun and ongoing local celebration. Over time, Rain Day has grown beyond its origins to become a day for people around the world to appreciate the calming presence of rain, its role in nourishing the earth, and the cozy feelings it brings. Whether it's dancing in the rain, sipping a hot drink by the window, or simply listening to the rhythmic drop, Rain Day encourages everyone to pause and enjoy nature's refreshing gift. Today is National Lasagna Day. National Lasagna Day is celebrated each year on July 29th in the United States, a delicious, fun holiday dedicated to honoring the iconic layered pasta dish beloved by many. Though the exact origin of this date remains unclear, July 29 has become the unofficial day for enthusiasts to indulge in rich layers of noodles, ragu, bechamel, or tomato sauce, cheeses, and sometimes vegetables or alternative proteins. Lasagna traces its culinary roots to medieval Italy with earlier influences from ancient Greek and Roman preparations, and evolved into the baked casserole form familiar today in the Middle Ages and Renaissance. On National Lasagna Day, many mark the occasions by cooking at home, hosting lasagna cook-off, or dining out. And for some charitable groups like Lasagna Love, it's also an occasion to deliver meals and spread warmth through community sharing. What is National Chicken Wing Day? National Chicken Wing Day is celebrated every year in the United States on July 29th, a date first officially proclaimed in 1977 by Mayor Stan McCoskey of Buffalo, New York, in recognition of the city's beloved buffalo wings. These iconic wings are said to have been invented in 1964 at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, when Teresa Bellissimo deep-fried leftover chicken wings and tossed them in hot sauce and butter, serving them with celery and blue cheese, thus creating a finger-licking sensation that would go on to captivate the nation. Today, National Chicken Wing Day honors this classic snack with indulgent celebrations ranging from wing eating contests and sauce tastings to restaurants specials and home cooked dishes, recognizing both the dish's cultural roots in Buffalo and its place as an all-time American favorite. Today is Cheese Sacrifice Purchase Day. Cheese Sacrifice Purchase Day, observed on July 29th, is a quirky and humorous unofficial holiday that encourages people to buy cheese specifically to use as a sacrifice to appease the mythical creatures believed to cause mischief, especially gremlins. Rooted in whimsical folklore and internet humor, the day playfully suggests that offering cheese may prevent household appliances or electronics from malfunctioning. While not taken seriously, provides a fun excuse for cheese lovers to indulge in their favorite dairy treats while also poking fun at the idea of superstitions. Today's death anniversary of Mr. William Wilberforce, 24th August 1759 to 29th July 1833. William Wilberforce was a British politician, philanthropist, and leading voice in the movement to abolish the transatlantic slave trade. Born in Hull, England, he became a member of parliament at a young age and was known for his eloquence, compassion, and deep Christian faith, which greatly influenced his social and political efforts. Inspired by his convictions, he dedicated decades of his life to campaigning against slavery, facing strong opposition from powerful economic and political interests. Despite setbacks, Wilberforce's persistence alongside other abolitionists led to the passage of the Slave Trade Act of 1807, which banned the trade in the British Empire. He continued to work toward the complete emancipation of enslaved people, and just days before his death in 1833, Parliament passed the Slavery Abolition Act, marking a monumental victory for human rights. Beyond abolitions, he was also active in promoting education, animal welfare, and social reforms. Remembered as a moral leader and reformer, Wilberforce's legacy remains a symbol of perseverance, faith, and humanity's fight against injustice. Today is death anniversary of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, 26 September 1820 to 29 July 1891. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a prominent 19th century Indian reformer, educator, and writer who played a crucial role in the Bengal Renaissance. Born on 26 September 1820 in Birsingh, West Bengal, he rose from a humble background to become a scholar of Sanskrit and a key advocate for social reform. Vidyasagar was instrumental in promoting widow remarriage and women's education, challenging orthodox Hindu customs. As the principal of Sanskrit College, he modernized the curriculum and made education accessible to non-Brahmins. His contributions to Bengali prose and grammar also earned him great respect. He simplified the Bengali alphabet and made the language more accessible to common people. A man of immense compassion and courage, Vidyasagar dedicated his life to truth, justice, and humanity. He passed away on 29 July 1891, leaving behind a legacy of enlightenment and reform. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Tobias Michael Karel Asser, 28th April 1838 to 29th July 1913. Tobias Michael Karel Asser was a distinguished Dutch lawyer and legal scholar who made significant contributions to international law and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1911 alongside Alfred Fried. Born in Amsterdam, he studied law at leading universities and later became a professor at the University of Amsterdam. Asser played a crucial role in the development of private international law and was instrumental in founding the Hague Conference on Private International Law, where he led efforts to create unified legal framework governing cross-border relations. He also contributed to the English establishment of the Permanent Court of Arbitrations during the Hague Peace Conference, promoting peaceful settlement of international disputes. A co-founder of the Institute de Droit International, he was widely respected for his vision of law as a tool for global peace and cooperation. His work helped shape several important Hague conventions dealing with civil and family law matters. Asser's legacy continues through institutions like the TMC Asser Institute in The Hague. He is remembered as a pioneer who strengthened the foundations of modern international legal systems. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Vincent van Gogh, 30th March 1853, 29th July 1890. Vincent William van Gogh was a Dutch post-impressionist painter whose bold colors, emotional intensity, and expressive brushwork helped shape modern art. In a brief career of just over a decade, he produced around 2,100 artworks, including 860 oil paintings, many created in the last 2 years of his life. Initially a quiet, thoughtful child who later worked as an art dealer and missionary, Van Gogh turned to painting seriously in 1881 with support from his brother Theo. His early works focused on pigeons and still lifes, but after moving to Paris in 1866 and later to Arles in 1888, his style became brighter and more experimental. His struggles with mental illness, including psychotic episodes, led to self-harm and hospitalizations. Yet he continued to paint iconic scenes of sunflowers, olive groves, and wheat fields. Van Gogh died by suicide at 37, gaining little recognition in life. But after his death, his work became widely celebrated, influencing major art movements and securing his place as one of history's most iconic and influential artists. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Benito Amilcar Andre Mussolini, 29th July 1883 to 28th April 1945. Benito Amilcar Andre Mussolini was an Italian politician, journalist, and dictator who founded fascism and ruled Italy as second Deuce from 1922 until 1943. He established the first fascist movement and with the creation of the Fasci Italiani di Combattimento in 1919, which later became the National Fascist Party. Mussolini rose to power after the March on Rome, becoming prime minister and gradually transforming Italy into totalitarian one-party state. Initially socialist journalist with the newspaper Avanti, he later shifted toward extreme nationalism and authoritarian rule. His regime suppressed oppositions, curtailed civil liberties, and promoted aggressive expansionist policies. Mussolini aligned closely with Adolf Hitler on Nazi Germany, forming the Rome holding axis and leading Italy into World War II on the Axis side. However, military failures and internal dissent weakened his rule, leading to his removal from power in 1943. After briefly heading a German-backed puppet state in northern Italy, he was captured and executed by partisans in 1945. Mussolini's legacy remains a stark example of dictatorship, nationalism, and the dangers of authoritarian governments. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Vibhuti Bhushan Mukhopadhyay, 24th October 1894 to 29th July 1987. Vibhuti Bhushan Mukhopadhyay was a renowned Indian Bengali writer celebrated for his contributions to Bengali literature, particularly novels, short stories, and essays that portrayed rural life and human emotions with simplicity and depth. His literary works often focused on social issues, family relationships, and the struggles of ordinary people, earning him widespread acclaim. Some of his most notable works include Rangin Pakir Gan, Baje Baje Khuje, and Chinha. Mukhopadhyay's writing style combined realism with poetic sensitivity, making his stories relatable and enduring. Over his lifetime, he received numerous awards and honors for his literary achievements, including the Rabindra Puraskar, the Sahitya Academy Award, and recognitions from various cultural institutions for his contributions to Bengali literature. He also served as an inspiration to later generations of writers and readers alike. His works remain a significant part of Bengali literary heritage, reflecting the ethos and values of his time while continuing to resonate with contemporary audiences. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Israel Isidore Isaac Rabi, 29th July 1898 to 11th January 1988. Israel Isidore Isaac Rabi was a pioneering American physicist whose work transformed atomic and nuclear physics. He is best known for developing the molecular beam magnetic resonance method, a breakthrough technique for measuring nuclear magnetic moments with extraordinary precision. For these seminal contributions, Rabi was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1944. His method laid the foundations for technologies such as nuclear magnetic resonance and later MRI used in medicine. Rabi played a major role in shaping post-war American science policy and was instrumental in the creation of Brookhaven National Laboratory. He served as a long-time professor at Columbia University, mentoring many future Nobel laureates. Ravi received numerous honors, including the National Medal of Science and membership in leading scientific academies. He was a key scientific advisor to the US government during and after World War II. His contributions raised fundamental physics and practical applications. Israel Isaac Rabi is remembered as one of the most influential physicists of the 20th century. His vision and leadership helped shape modern scientific research and collaborations worldwide. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. I.V. Johnson, 29th July 1900 to 25th August 1976. Eyvind Johnson was a prominent Swedish novelist and short story writer born on 29 July 1900 in Boden, Sweden. He was known for his innovative narrative techniques and deep political consciousness, often blending realism with modernist style. His early experiences as a laborer and autodidact shaped much of his literary voice. Johnson's works, such as Return to Ithaca and The Days of His Grace, explored themes of freedom, justice, and resistance to tyranny. He was also a vocal critic of fascism and totalitarianism during World War II. Along with Harry Martinson, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1974 for his narrative art, Hard Seeing in Lands and Ages, in the service of freedom. Johnson was a member of the Swedish Academy and contributed significantly to Swedish and European literature. He passed away on 26 August 1976. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. J.R.D. Tata, 29th July 1904 to 29th November 1993. J.R.D. Tata, one of India's most visionary industrialists, is celebrated for founding Tata Airlines in 1932, later renamed Air India, making him the father of Indian civil aviation and the first Indian to receive a commercial pilot license. Under his leadership as chairman of Tata Group for over 5 decades, the conglomerate expanded into steel, power, hotels, chemicals, and technology, seeing high standards of ethics and corporate governance. He established pioneering institutions like Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Tata Memorial Hospital, and Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. JRD was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 1957 for his outstanding contributions to industry. He later received the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, in 1992 for his role in nation building. Internationally, he earned honors such as the UN Population Award for his advocacy of social welfare. He introduced progressive labor policies, including shorter work weeks, maternity leave, and accident compensations well before they were legally mandated. His legacy endures as a symbol of excellence, integrity, and compassionate leadership in Indian industry. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Dag Hammarskjöld, 29th July 1905 to 18 September 1961. Dag Hammarskjöld was a Swedish diplomat, economist, and author who served as the second Secretary General of the United Nations from 1953 until his death in 1961. Born on 29 July 1905, He was widely respected for his integrity, intellect, and dedications to peacekeeping during a critical period of the Cold War. Hammarskjöld played a crucial role in resolving international conflicts, notably in the Congo crisis and the Suez Canal conflict. He emphasized the importance of an independent and effective UN and often undertook difficult diplomatic missions personally. Tragically, he died in a plane crash in northern Rhodesia, now Zambia, on 18 September 1961 while on a peace mission. His death remains surrounded by mystery and speculation. Posthumously, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1961, recognizing his efforts toward global peace and diplomacy. Today is death anniversary of Miss Puruna Asaf Ali, 16 July 1909, 29 July 1996. Puruna Asaf Ali was a trailblazing Indian educator, political activist, and publisher, best remembered as the brave Grand Old Lady of Indian independence. Born in Kalka, Punjab, into a progressive Bengali Brahmo family, he taught in Calcutta before marrying Congress leader Asaf Ali in 1928. In a union notable for its interfaith and significant age gap, she rose to national prominence during the Quit India movement in August 1942 by defying British rule and hoisting the Indian flag at Gwalior Tank Maiden in Bombay, narrowly escaping arrest and operating underground while editing the Congress magazine Inquilab. Earlier, her courage had been evident during the Salt Satyagraha, when she endured imprisonment and a hunger strike to protest political prisoner mistreatment. After independence, she broke political ground by becoming Delhi's first elected woman mayor in 1958 and remained deeply engaged in left-leaning causes, including co-founding the National Federation of Indian Women. Recognized with the International Lenin Peace Prize in 1964, Padma Vibhushan 1992, and posthumously the Bharat Ratna in 1997. Her legacy lives on in public memorials like the City Hospital and Delhi Street named in her honor. Today is death anniversary of Miss Dorothy Crawford Hodgkin, 12th May 1910 to 29th July 1994. Dorothy Mary Crawford Hodgkin was a pioneering English chemist who made remarkable contributions to the field of X-ray crystallography. Born on 12th May 1910, she became one of the world's leading scientists in determining the structures of important biological molecules. Her research helped reveal the structures of penicillin, vitamin B12, and insulin, transforming modern structural biology and medicine. She confirmed the structure of penicillin, aiding its development as a life-saving antibiotic during and after World War II. Her work on vitamin B12 earned her the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1964, making her the only British woman scientist to receive a Nobel Prize. Hodgkin spent over 35 years studying insulin before successfully mapping its structure in 1969. Her discoveries greatly advanced medical science and pharmaceutical research worldwide. She was widely respected for her brilliance, patience, and dedication to science. Dorothy Hodgkin also inspired many women to pursue careers in chemistry and scientific research. He passed away on 29th July 1994, leaving behind a lasting scientific legacy. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Johnny Walker, 11th November 1926 to 29th July 2003. Badruddin Jamaluddin Kaji, popularly known as Johnny Walker, was one of India's most beloved cos- comic actors, appearing in around 300 films and redefining humor in Hindi cinema. Born in Indore, he began his career as a best bus conductor in Mumbai, entertaining passengers with his comic flair until he was discovered by Balraj Sahani and introduced to Guru Dutt, who gave him the screen name Johnny Walker. Renowned for its clean and family-friendly comedy, he delivered memorable performances in classics such as Baji, Pyasa, CID, Taxi Driver, Madhumati, and Naya Daur. His exceptional talent earned him the Filmfare Best Supporting Actor Award for Madhumati and the Filmfare Best Comedian Award for Sikar. Known for his professionalism, punctuality, and teetotal lifestyle, Walker was admired by generations of comedians including Mahmood, Johnny Lever, and Govinda. Even decades later, he remains celebrated as one of the greatest comedians in Indian cinema, honored posthumously in Outlook India's 75 Best Bollywood Actors list in 2022. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Singireddy Narayana Reddy, 29th July 1931 to 12th January 2017. Singireddy Narayana Reddy, more popularly known as Sinare, was one of the most celebrated figures in Telugu literature, renowned as a poet, writer, critic, lyricist, professor, and parliamentarian. Born in Hanumanjipet, Telangana, he rose from humble beginnings to become a literary giant whose works enriched modern Telugu language and culture. His masterpiece, Visambara, earned him the prestigious Jnanpith Award in 1988, while he later received the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship in 2014. The government of India honored him with the Padma Shri in 1977 and the Padma Bhushan in 1992. Beyond literature, he made an extraordinary contribution to Telugu cinema, writing more than 3,500 theme songs after debuting with the 1962 film Gulebakavili Katha. He also served as Vice Chancellor of Telugu University and as a nominated member of the Rajya Sabha. Through his poetry, scholarship, and lyrics, Sinare left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire generations of readers, writers, and lovers of Telugu culture. Widely admired for blending classical elegance with modern themes, he remains one of the most influential voices in the history of Telugu literature. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.